How's it going, everybody? So, undocumented changes. Every patch brings small changes that are not mentioned in the patch notes. But this time, I'm actually quite baffled. There's a huge change that's nowhere to be found in the notes. As you can see, the guard switch recovery has been patched. That is a massive change, and in my opinion, if a patch fixed nothing but this, I would have been more than happy. This is such a good change. Just to clarify, you can now always dodge bashes like toe stab, sweep or kick, even if you missed the block of the previous attack and cue the guard change. It no longer matters. It is now consistent among all characters, both assassins who were already able to do this, as well as all static guard heroes. From now on, you can only blame yourself for dodging late. The second big change is how the game handles stamina drain while being out of stamina. All moves that drain stamina or set the stamina to a certain point will no longer have any effect on players that are out of stamina. This massively affects characters like Raider. His Stampede charge drains no stamina whatsoever, and neither the knee nor the stunning tap reset the stamina to 20%. The only thing that still applies is the regen stop. Conqueror's shield bash that pauses stamina recovery is still working. Why they made this distinction, I have no idea. Overall, this alleviates out of stamina pressure from pretty much all characters. Some are affected more than others, obviously. But while we're on the topic of Conqueror, let's look at the other two changes that were mentioned nowhere. First of all, his out of stamina throw punishes no longer work as before. You used to have to hold the direction you were throwing your opponent to, so the first heavy didn't whiff. Now it will always whiff, unless you throw them into a wall. I guess you should stick to the fully charged top heavies until someone finds a better punish. The other change is to his full block. It used to have a 300 millisecond activation, which they now doubled to 600 milliseconds. Take that as you will, it's still used on prediction basically. And to be honest, it's not really the Conqueror nerf I was hoping for. Another character that got hit hard was Shigoki. One change highly affects his viability in 4v4s. He used to be able to hook people who were in revenge. Now he will bounce off. This makes it consistent with Shaman's Bite, but if you ask me, those two moves should stay different. Goki takes damage on whiff, so why not let him grab people in revenge for that? The other thing is a weird one. Shigoki gets a guaranteed light when he throws an opponent, but because of damage reduction, this light now only does a measly 4 damage. It's not like this is a common punish, but still, that shouldn't be a thing. And just for completionist's sake, I'm gonna include a change that already happened last patch. Shigoki no longer regenerates his hype armor while he's out of stamina. And now hitting a Goki without his armor will also reset the timer for his armor to come back. Considering he takes additional damage without his armor up, it was quite a nerf actually. But moving on, Valkyrie Sweep. We already were told that the sweep's intended speed is in fact 600 milliseconds and not the 500 as mentioned in the patch notes. What I want to talk about though is that the input method changed. Because it is no longer performed with a heavy attack, the move itself is now also no longer treated as such. Which means that it now ignores hyper armor. Previously the sweep would just go through someone with hyper armor and have no effect. Now it beats it. What this also means is that it's no longer auto parried by revenge, and it also no longer applies the sharpened blade bleed. It is now a proper bash. Well, it's still shite, but well, let's leave it at that. And the last thing, which I think wasn't done on purpose by UV, They removed Zerka's special feint animations that came with his rework. This is what they looked like beforehand. I had to use a GIF because I didn't have any clips of both versions, so excuse the quality. So that's it for now. There are probably more small changes we just haven't found yet, but this should cover most of it for now. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.